Hey, beautiful people, truth seekers and life lovers, and the people who want to do good in this world. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Air, and I'm Casey, your host. I wanted to talk to you today about limits. And I wrote this down because it was that important and that valuable that I thought someone else needs to hear this or know this. So here goes. There are no limits. While on my morning run, I started thinking about limits. When I decided to start running again, I was overcome with anxiety. I didn't know what I could do or what I couldn't do. I didn't know how much I could manage. You see, when you begin running, you're fine. There's no sweat. There's no panting, there's no stress, there's no discomfort. As you continue though, you reach a point where your body starts to feel discomfort. Eventually, that discomfort leads to pain, and the pain to anxiety. This discomfort, pain, and anxiety signals the brain to tell you to stop. Stop because you're uncomfortable. And who are you kidding anyway? You're not a runner. Stop because otherwise you might die. If you listen to that voice, however, that false voice that tells you that this is your limit, you will succeed in eliminating the feelings of pain, discomfort, and anxiety. But they will not be replaced by feelings of victory. Instead, what you will have are feelings of defeat and distress. That secret inside self-loathing that lingers just beneath your conscious mind. That is what will come to the surface. My friend, you have just suffered in vain. You see, the human body and brain each have strong desires to protect you. Your body and mind have a solemn duty to protect themselves. It's a strong and ancient defense mechanism that has served us for millennia. It is good. It serves a purpose, and though it may be limiting, should not be viewed as negative or bad. What would you say if I told you that you have no permanent limits, only temporary milestones? Milestones that can be used to liberate your body, mind, and spirit. They can be used to unlock this power and recreate and redefine what is possible for you. You only have to do one thing. When you feel like you are at your limit and you can go no further, just take 3 more steps. That's it. Just 3 more steps and you have shattered what you thought was your personal limit. And you've proven to your protective mind and spirit that more is possible. Just 3 more steps, and you've expanded the realm of possibility and redefined your universe. All of a sudden, the mind now opens up and begins to ask itself, if I can do 3 more steps, is it possible to do 4? How about 5? How about 10? You see, my friends, there's a great power and phenomenal potential inside you. It lies dormant, waiting for you to take just 3 more steps. 3 more steps is the difference between walking home in defeat and regret and holding your head high in triumph. 3 more steps means your struggle was worth it and you have more in you. 3 more steps shatters the roadblock that confined you to mediocrity. 3 more steps uproots subconscious self-loathing and self-defeat and raises you to a new level that up until then was impossible. So my question for you today, can you take just 3 more steps when you feel like you've reached your limit? I encourage you, my friends, don't misinterpret a temporary milestone as a permanent limit. Just take 3 more steps. So when I just started my run, I could only circle the block once, and I had to stop multiple times in order to accomplish that. But by taking just 3 more steps every time, within the next 3 weeks, I built up to circling the block 3 times without stopping, which is the equivalent of 3 miles. And this morning when I ran, this is phenomenal. So this morning when I ran, not only did I circle the block 3 times, but I went another half block, and I felt fine. So limits are temporary. Limits are temporary. They're temporary milestones that you can use to help redefine what is possible for you, that you can use to help expand your universe of possibility and your consciousness. So how did I go from circling the block once, stopping multiple times, to circling the block 3 times non-stop for an equivalent of almost a 5K, about 3.25 miles? How did I do it? I'll tell you. I employed the strategy of 3 more steps. Every time I got to a point where I felt like that's it, I'm done, there's nothing else in me, I would just take 3 more steps. And so the next time I ran around, the new limit was that point plus 3 steps. And so on and so forth and so on and so forth. Until eventually my mind and my consciousness came around to the reality that there was more in me. That what it thought was the maximum limit was only a temporary milestone. What it thought, anything beyond that, and you're dead, Casey. Instead, it began to expand. My universe began to grow. My possibilities began to build. And so now, through that gradual process of incremental improvement, through that gradual process of just 3 more steps, I'm now at more than 3 times where I started out. Isn't that amazing? And it's not just me. That possibility, those possibilities exist in you. I'm telling you right now, add 3 more steps. Get to the point that you think is your limit. There's no shame in it. If 5 steps is your limit, no shame. If 1 step is your limit, no shame. But encourage yourself to take that 3 additional steps. Those 3 additional steps. Even if you have to rest in between, those 3 additional steps have just expanded. Possibilities have just expanded your universe. Eventually, my friend, what will happen is that you will become unstoppable. You will become unlimited. You will become limitless. You don't need a drug to do it. You don't need a hack to do it. You don't need any of that stuff. All you need is 3 more steps. As always, my friends and family, I encourage you, like, subscribe, and share if these videos have been valuable to you. And please, leave a comment down below so I know what you think. Or if you disagree with me, or if you do agree with me, leave a comment so I'll know that you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out here on Fresh Air. It's always my pleasure to be with you, and I can't wait for next week's episode. Thank you. This has been Casey with another episode of Fresh Air, alternate interpretations of reality. I hope you found this recording useful, and I encourage you, if you do, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel where I will upload new content every week. Thank you.